Hi everyone, my name is Kristine Oshu and I am the founder of the Native Woman Soul and Creating Your Amazing Life workshops. And I'm also an author and I'm writing a novel hope to complete the next few months. What I'm going to share with you is a very important daily, anywhere, anytime energy routine that I use almost every day that combines tapping, acupuncture, some qigong, and some other energy techniques that are a little bit of my own spin on things. So some of the benefits, why I do this, it's so good for you. It lowers your stress, it calms down your physical, mental, emotional stress, and it increases positive signals to your body. It helps your immune system. It helps your adrenal glands, which during times of stress, like we're all dealing with right now, it's really important that those things don't get depleted. It increases the blood circulation flow throughout your body into your organs and helps all the healing chemicals to move around and be where we want them to be. It helps flush out toxins that you don't need in your system. And also it helps connect the mind and body so you have some consciousness, that mindfulness, which we know is very important. Overall increases your energy, so you're going to feel better, you're going to feel more energetic. And also it's an amazing tool because you can help access your amygdala, which is almost a small little piece of almond-shaped nervous tissue located in your temporal lobe. And that's where the flight and fight response lives, basically, the control center. And we can access that through tapping in certain parts of our body. And so if we're in shock or we're upset by something, we can slow down that rush of cortisol and prevent 80% of the brain and our blood rushing to our hands and legs to either fight or flight, which we don't need because we might need that to solve a problem instead. And how does it work? So we have 12 major meridian systems in our body. They're like energy pathways under the skin, connecting everything in our body together, right? And during certain points and areas in our body, that energy highway, that meridian connects with certain acupuncture points. And of course, we know through Chinese medicine that acupuncture points relate to different organs and systems in our body as well, and body functions. So by tapping, putting acupuncture on these juncture points in our body, these tapping points, these acupressure points, these energy points, we can send signals to our body, to help our body in whatever way it needs help with, or to increase our immune system, to increase the healing chemicals and the flow of what we want to be flowing in our body, blood. Okay. So there's a couple leaders here I want to mention that are in this field. Donna Eden, I have a couple of the moves here that are from her routine that she teaches. And she's kind of a master energy medicine. You can Google her. She's got her own routine online. And also the Tapping Solution Foundation. I'm a member of that. I've also taken classes with Donna work. And those are two. I'm not a certified instructor, but I have taken a number of courses, like I said. But that's not the direction I wanted to go into. But I love it, and I use it all the time for myself, and I wanted to share with you. So this is my routine. So it starts out with a cross shoulder pull. This is one of Donna's moves. And so you're taking your opposite hand, let's take my right hand over my left shoulder, and I kind of have this almost like a little hook kind of thing, and I push on that muscle in my shoulder, and I cross it over to my opposite hip. And when I do this, I use a positive affirmation. That's how I do it. And you repeat it to the other side. So I say, I love you, Kristine. I love you, Kristine. I love you, Kristine. Okay. And what the cross shoulder pull does is that it crosses over energy because we want our energy to be crossing. Our energy works in spirals and circles and crosses. So you think about left brain, controls the right side of your body, right brain controls the left side of your body. This increases our vitality, increases our clear thinking, and increases our coordination. Another second step I do is cross crawl. So take one arm across over the opposite knee. And any way that you can cross your energy. If you can't do something like this, you maybe just kind of cross like this. Or you really want to, done any kind of exercise class, sometimes I'll do this one. All these things, once again, coordinate movement. And the cross crawl, you won't remember learning how to crawl, but if you have children, you've seen them. This helps with language patterns eye-hand coordination language. So what it helps us do is the same thing as the cross shoulder pull does, crossing over energy, clear thinking, vitality. It also helps with speech and language. And if you find that your speech is getting slurry, maybe you have voice fatigue or brain fatigue, or you're just darn tired, this is a great one to use because it helps you articulate more clearly. So the next one that I use is karate chop. So I take my 4 fingers here and I tap right below my finger, this area here. And this helps with the small intestinal meridian, which is paired with the heart, which propels blood throughout our body. Okay. And it protects the heart too from any negative input, any kind of shock. The next spot that I tap is above my eyebrows. And this also affects the small intestinal system. And it helps, actually works with the gastrointestinal system, so it helps us digest our food. So if you're if you have a stomach ache or something, you don't want to digest something, you can tap here. Cheekbones, and this is one of my favorite spots to tap. And you can use 2 or 4 fingers, do what feels good on your body. And this is a great tapping spot because it grounds you. It's a grounding tap. So tapping here runs straight through your stomach meridian all the way into the earth. Okay? And it actually sends signals to all 12 meridian pathways. And we have above the lip, this is a governing meridian. And it helps with balance and kind of balance out the yin and your yang, your overall energy in your body, overall energy flow. Below the lip is a very important one. This is our central meridian, our governing meridian, and our chi, right? It connects to our whole central nervous system. It affects our chest, our lungs, and our pericardium. And pericardium is a membrane that surrounds, protects our heart, holds it in place. Very important. And then the next one I take is, that I tap on, put some pressure on, is the collarbone nub, sometimes called the K27 points is what Donna Eden calls it. So if you push in, there's an indentation here, and you just do some small circles, or you can tap. And you might notice that it's sensitive, and that means you might be really needing this. This is a great place for your adrenal glands. And so if you're feeling depleted or tired, you're going to send some good signals to your body to help you build up your adrenal glands, your immunity system. It helps your kidneys. And this is a major point for all 12 meridians. So this is like a really key point to tap. The next one is called the sternum. You're going to tap your sternum. You're going to go down about 4 inches, just maybe 4 fingers right here. And you can thump like a gorilla. And this is one that really accesses the amygdala. So if you have a shock to the system or anything that you need to process, tap, tap, tap. And just a little side tip is that if you feel like you just really need some extra calming, you can also just hold your hands on your heart chakra, that heart meridian. Okay. And then, see here, spleen tap. This is go from a gorilla to a monkey. So what we do here is we take our hands and we tap under our armpits. I go up to where my shoulders connect to my arms, underneath my armpits, down the side, right about here is kind of where you're starting to hit your spleen, sending signals. And the important part of the spleen is that it manages the pancreas, right? And it helps regulate sugar and our metabolism, and it just sends great things to the entire immune system and helps you rid toxins. The next one is the thigh circle. So we start up here, and we go down our thigh, and our thigh into our groin area, which is another place for lymph nodes. And this helps us eliminate waste from our body that we don't need. And so that's a run through of the energy system. Now, I would do positive affirmations with every one of those, which we're going to do next. But let's just say that I also want to steal up my positive energy. But if I'm having kind of an icky day, or I find myself falling in and out of being where I want to be, you can always do like a little shake off. You feel like you just got some stale energy in there. You can always bounce around a little bit and shake it off. And then we want to seal it, right? So Circles and waves and figure eights. All these things are just really good with sealing it in your energy. Okay. You can think of motion is lotion, which is really fun. And if you can sit at the computer all day, circle, get up and circle your hips around. I mean, this is really, you'll be amazed how good that is for your lower back and hips. Okay. Now, if you have some physical impediments, you can always use visualization. Visualize your body doing these motions, because remember, the subconscious cannot distinguish between what is real and what's not. It's your mind that's sending signals to your subconscious. So if your mind thinks that you're doing it because you're visualizing it, your subconscious is going to program that, and it's going to take that in. You can also do these movements like the circles and the figure eights with your breath. So there's an affinity breath, for example, that you visualized a figure eight. So you breathe in, have a pattern figure eight, following that pattern, and then you breathe it up. So you can do that with a circle too. And then my last step I do is sun salutation. So I go, thank you. You do as many as you want. Some days it's more, some days it's less. Now, emotional feeling technique, just briefly. I would go through some of those motions. They have different spots that they tap on. We did tap on some of the spots that they use as well. But they go through a process where they talk about an emotion that might be disturbing them. Maybe they're very anxious about maybe losing your job. So you might be tapping and saying, I'm really anxious about losing my job. I know what's going to happen, but I love and accept myself. And then you just kind of work through their different tapping spots and say what's bothering you, and you say, that you love and accept yourself, you love and forgive yourself, whatever kind of acceptance statement that's important to you, that resonates with you. And then through their routine and through the repetition, you start to shift into those things becoming all positive states. But I'm going to run you through my routine one time. Let's do it all together. But I want you to do your own affirmations with every step. I'm going to use mine and think about yours, so you can use mine as well. Okay? So here's cross shoulder pose. So I love you, Kristine. 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 I'm excited for the day. I'm excited for this day. I'm excited for this day. I'm excited for this day. I feel strong and healthy. I feel so strong and healthy. I feel my body just feeling grounded to the ground, and I feel the love that Mother Earth has for me. It's sending all its beautiful nutrition up into my body. I feel blessed with good health. I feel blessed for being alive. I'm so grateful for the love that I have for my friends and family. That love nourishes me. I'm so glad we're doing a K27 or the cloud one up here. I'm so glad for my brain, and that I can think and I can process information. My brain is functioning and it feels powerful today. I miss here the gorilla thump. I feel so much energy flowing through my body. I have so much gratitude for my life. Here we go. I feel just energy flowing. I feel my creativity flowing. I feel my energy flowing. Thighs. All is well. I feel peace. I feel joy. I don't have any negative energy to shake off, so we're just going to do a little motion here. Circle. Some salutations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to thank all of you here today that joined me, and I send you love, and let's bring our love together, and let's give it to the world. Let's help them heal. Let's become one big, beautiful community. Thank you for letting me share my routine with you. If you have any questions, just reach out. Okay, love to all. Bye-bye.